Hello, you're watching Game On, BFF of the Golden Joystick Awards. Today's category is presented with more than a little bit of pride, because it's our one. That's right, we're pleased to bring you the nominees for Game On Shooter of the Year. First up, it's time to pick your side with Aliens vs Predator. With a swarm of loyal fans fondly remembering the previous titles, Aliens vs Predator was one of the most anticipated shooters of the last year and is certainly the most gory in this category. Boasting 3 separate campaigns, Predator, Marine and Xenomorph, along with well thought out multiplayer, Aliens vs Predator was truly the instalment the fans had been waiting for. Time for another sequel now, it's Battlefield Bad Company 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2 stuck you back in the infamous B Company as they continued to battle fierce Russian renegade troops. It came armed with a tweaked version of the Frostbite engine, allowing for greater carnage, not to mention some insane vehicle-heavy multiplayer, and of course the odd update via downloadable content has made it one of the most impressive FPS releases of the last year, and a strong contender for the Golden Joystick Award.
3, 2, 1.
Now you better make sure your console's adequately waterproofed now, we're going under the sea.
For every choice, there is an echo.
Yep, it may have been delayed shortly before it was due to launch, but we return to Rapture eventually. Bioshock II is set 10 years after the original, as the altruistic Sophia Lamb has seized control of the city. Putting you in the diving suit of the very first Big Daddy, the second Bioshock packed a lot more punch. Another 2K title is up next. Borderlands is an absolutely bonkers first-person shooter role-playing game crossover.
Have I got a story for you?
Guaranteed to satisfy the gun lust of even the most obsessive shooter fans, Borderlands boasted an almost infinite combination of weapon parts, allowing you to create some truly outlandish firearms. With 4 different playable characters and a host of customizable options, Borderlands arguably has the broadest appeal of all the nominees and could well find itself moving from said Borderlands to a very cosy spot on the winners' podium. Now the next game, some might say, needs no introduction. What? Yep, there's no way it wasn't going to get nominated, really, was there? Activision's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 stormed onto shelves in November 2009, making history as the first video game ever to get a premiere in London's Leicester Square. Sales since then have topped a staggering 20 million copies worldwide. Just to put that into perspective, that's a third of the total population of the UK. Funnily enough then, Modern Warfare 2 is likely to have one of the most loyal fan bases voting for the Golden Joystick Awards. Activision shouldn't get complacent though, as they have some seriously tough competition to see off before they can claim that award for themselves. Halo ODST, or Orbital Drop Shock Trooper, is up next. Shame there's no award for trickiest name to say, cause it'd be a shoo-in.
You know the music, time to dance.
Anyway, the Bungie title puts you in control of a drop shock trooper heading deep behind enemy lines in the war effort against the Covenant. Giving the franchise a new approach to storytelling and introducing the incredibly popular firefight mode in multiplayer, ODST was a refreshingly different instalment for Halo heads. Will it get enough votes though to drop in and win the Golden Joystick Award itself? Teaching us there's nothing quite like a close friend, even when you're capping hideous mutated freaks, it's Valve's brilliant cooperative shooter Left 4 Dead 2.
Shoot the dog!
L4D2 follows 4 all-new survivors in a post-apocalyptic world as they try to make it through swampland, cityscapes and even a carnival to get to safety and avoid the infected masses. The game introduced all new special types of infected and, in a fantastically messy move, melee weapons like chainsaws. Keeping things post-apocalyptic now, it's Metro 2033.
I was destined to die here.
Set largely in the metro systems of Moscow, Metro 2033 blends a fierce first-person shooter with some creepy survival horror elements. Giant rat creatures? Check. Atmospheric dialogue? Check. More ammo than you can point a minigun at? Well, not quite. Ammo was quite scarce in Metro 2033, but still there was quite a lot of shooting involved.
Metro 2033.
Taking us toward the home straight now, it's the most dangerous girl in the galaxy, Samus Aran, with Metroid Prime Trilogy. As you may have gathered from the name, it's actually a collection of games, namely the 3 games that comprise the Metroid Prime Trilogy. It's not really rocket science, is it? An irresistible package, and we're not just talking about Samus herself. Metroid Prime Trilogy is the only Wii exclusive in the category, but nonetheless has a very good shot at winning the Golden Joystick Award. And finally, in this firearm-heavy frolic, it's STALKER. Find out what it means to me? Oh, Call of Pripyat, sorry. Yep, Stalker Call of Pripyat was released for PC in February this year, putting you in the boots of Agent Alexander as he attempts to regain control of Chernobyl, taking out a whole heap of mutants along the way. Praised for its tight, bug-free gameplay, Call of Pripyat was a truly atmospheric shooter, but will Alexander be able to fend off not just the mutants, but the competition as well? Well, his fate and the fate of all our shooters is in your hands. Those are all the nominees for the Game On Shooter of the Year award, so while we reload for the next round, why don't you get yourself over to goldenjoystick.com and vote for your favourite. Once the last shell casings have hit the floor, we'll see who's left standing. We'll be back with more on the Golden Joystick Awards soon. We'll catch you then.